So today we've got Dan Breakwell.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming on firstly.
No problem.
How are we?
Good.
Yeah.
I've had a busy morning, but yeah, it's nice to chill out now and have a chat.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Well, firstly, thanks for coming on. Thanks for having me in your home.
No problem.
Lovely place.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Really nice, really clean.
We're getting there. It's been a process, mate, but we're really there now.
Yeah. So what we do is with every sort of guest that we have come on, we sort of say, take us back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Take us sort of through your childhood and what was that like growing up for you, like where you grew up and how things were.
Yeah, good. Well, at the time I thought it was a great childhood. I was one of eight. One of eight with my mum and that.
Yeah.
We've got 4 older stepbrothers. But it was good, mate. We was always out playing. We had a nice little cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
So it was always out, like a bit of a few flats opposite us, and we had a bit of a green there. So it was like always playing like armies and fucking guns and like fucking football and no ball game size, but we were playing football.
Yeah, of course you do.
That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a decent childhood. With 3-bedroom house with 10 of us in the house, which was a bit like hectic at times. You know what I mean? Not like as I thought then. Back then, it was a good childhood. As you grow up and you understand a bit more about life, and you do a bit of therapy and a bit of re-evaluating everything. It's like I was always like, because I was the oldest of 8, I was always felt like I needed to find love from elsewhere, because obviously mum's attention and dad's attention is elsewhere. My stepdad, like my dad left when I was 5. Him and my mum, a lot of arguing and fighting and that. Yeah. He liked to drink, so he was always pissed up, and it wasn't a really healthy relationship. But until later on, I see what a bit more of a healthy relationship is between my mum and my stepdad. They've been together 32 years now, so
lovely.
It's a good relationship.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like chasing that nurture and that from my auntie and my nan and other places. But at the time, fun. Cousins always round, sleeping in tents in the garden. And things like that.
Yeah. Making dens in the house and whatnot.
All that, mate. So it was a good childhood, happy.
Yeah.
I was a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, myself. But
yeah.
Because
when you sort of said being the oldest, I'm the oldest. There's only 3 of us, to be fair. And again, bit like yourself, my dad. Well, we got different dads, my brother and sister.
Yeah.
But then I feel there's like there is a bit of pressure being the oldest, isn't there? You can't ask for certain things. You got to just crack on and just get on with it. And if your mum's giving attention to the little ones, like you just got to sort of deal with yourself and look after yourself.
Exactly, mate. And then like with money and things like that, like there's car washing, paper rounds and things like that. Like I've always been a grafter because of that situation. Yeah. So like I'm grateful to the situation that I'm in. It's never like it's no one's fault that we're a big family and things like that. But I'm so glad that it was there, because it made me value money a bit more and things like that. Go out and graft, and do you know what I mean? So it instilled that in me. Yeah.
Because there is nothing like, really, is there, sort of earning money. Whereas if I was to give you £500 now and you give me £500, I'd happily go and spunk it.
Oh yeah.
And no problem. Whereas if I've got to earn it, I'm thinking,
you do a week's wages, a week's graft for that wages, then you're gonna respect that money.
Exactly.
I remember my first bit of money on the car washing, to go and buy myself a pint of chips with my cousin. I was being out grafting all day.
Yeah.
That felt amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I always remember that memory of going to the chip shop and buying our own money. I think it was like 9 or 10. Yeah, it's a great feeling, man.
Because again, as well, I think for like sort of, even for like mental health wise, when you go out and earn your first bit of wage, it's really good for you. It makes you feel like a man, doesn't it? Yeah. It makes you feel like a man, and especially in today's world, where actually, I think men need to be celebrated a little bit more.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Men and dads and things like that. I'm a big advocate for like men and dads.
Definitely, I've seen a bit of your stuff.
Yeah. Massively. But okay, so what was you like at school?
School life was, do you know what, like I only ever fitted in really when I was fucking about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then that tended to be a theme through. Do you know what I'm saying? So like you get attention then when you're fucking about. And I kind of like that, because I wasn't ever getting no attention at home. So it'd always be like that craving for the laugh by the lads who were fucking about, or taking more drugs than the next guy, or pulling a whitey before that kid, or do you know what I mean? So it's like so but like I always had, like, when I played football at school and enjoyed PE and things like that. Never really struggled with reading and writing and things like that. I've always been quite academic, but I never showed I was academic, because I'd rather be the class clown and get a laugh than be fucking head down in a book. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I've never been like struggled in that department until I come out of prison. Now I've got Wi-Fi boxes and everything else, like, but now I feel a bit stupid. I'm not gonna lie. But that's just because I've been away for a while. going back to school and that, like girls and drugs and drinking and smoking weed before a class, stupid, but we did it.
You've all been there,
yeah. I got expelled in the end in year 10 for throwing a 2p at a teacher, which was stupid. But yeah, that's my school years. I never got no GCSEs or qualifications. That come later on in prison when I got all my qualifications.
Yeah,
I caught up. I done 3 years education in prison, and I got my MVQ in barbering. I got all my qualifications, all my construction skills, and like business enterprise and things like. I got all that from prison. So like you can do that. You can excel in prison if you put your mind to it. Do you know what I mean? There's enough education there for you. But I failed in school, really. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I see certain things now, and there's, it kind of sort of, or certain things, or people sort of say, schools kind of sets up youth to fail in terms of, because a lot of kids nowadays, maybe with ADHD and autism, can a lot of kids sit down in their classroom and concentrate and really write in the book? You sort of mean? Whereas, always the kind of school program just to sort of, just to be workers rather than working for ourselves or sort of going beyond the sort of limits was actually is school sort of saying. I won't necessarily agree with it, but I think there's potential something in there. Whereas schools should teach us about getting mortgages and finances and things like that.
Yeah, and I was having this conversation with a therapist when I was 34 years old that psychology should be taught in your last year of school, just so you get a better understanding of your thought process and your decision making. Because if I'd have got a bit of that back in school, I'd have probably not made the fucking foolish ways that I've done in the future. Because I'd have had a better understanding of the thought process and how to deal with emotions and manage. You know what I mean? Manage all these things, but now I understand it. I've got a totally different outlook on life. If you give that to a kid who's struggling in school, that could change his life forever.
So true.
So really, I agree with you there that schools are not tailored to everybody's needs. There's different learning styles for different kids.
Absolutely.
And you can't just put everyone in the classroom and say read that book and answer these questions, because it doesn't work for everybody. You need different learning styles and teaching styles. So I'm with you on that. With the
I think you got it bang on the end. Whereas, let's sort of say, just in a classroom, you could have a kid that lives in care. You could have a kid that lives with mum and dad and they're well to do, or they're just comfortable or okay. You could have a kid who's not got a dad and lives with just mum. You could have a kid with no mum and just dad.
Addicted parents and things like that. Who's suffering with financially. And
black kids, white kids, Asian kids, and different cultures and religions and whatnot. And then they were saying that one style has got to meet everybody. Not realistic, is it? Not realistic at all.
No.
But then you talked about prison. Tell us about then sort of why and how prison come about.
Prison come about. Well, I didn't choose it. It chose me. Do you know what I mean? Because of a few foolish mistakes, choices that I made. I was just one is the first incident. I got into a fight with my brother-in-law, or just my ex-brother-in-law, and I went and took it a bit further than I should have. Do you know what I mean? It got a bit out of hand. I just saw red and stuff, and I should never have kicked the guy in the head. Do you know what I mean? But I did, and I hold my hands up. I'll take full responsibility. I've got remorse. Do you know what I mean? So I've got empathy for him and his family and that. So not proud of it, but that I got 5.5 years for that. Done 3 years out of it, just under 3 years. 210 or 2 something like that. So I've done that. I got out and met this girl. Got into like a drug relationship. I liked the girl, and then we was using drugs. But then I liked the drugs more, and then when I didn't have the drugs, she didn't like me. So then I got the drugs just to get liked and feel loved and stuff like that. And then that got circulated to the way I was feeling and not very good about myself. And then if I had drugs, I felt good. So I'd go and make sure I got them drugs. And then in the end, I was going up holding shops at gunpoint. The shopkeepers traumatised them, and I'm so sorry for my actions. You know what I mean? I've got so much empathy and remorse for that situation as well, because I didn't intend to hurt anyone or traumatise anybody. And that's something else I've had to live with. I was ashamed of it. I forgive myself now, and I've moved on from all that because I'm not that guy that I used to be. I look at that guy now on the pictures and I feel sorry for him, because he was in that chaos life and he was in a bad place at the time. So it's that addictive lifestyle that just like messed my life up in a way, but it's a blessing. I got that jail time. Everyone's like, I can't believe you got this done, 14 years for this. Well, it's justified because I grew as a person.
Yeah.
I've changed my ways. I've got help in there through therapy. I did have to ask for it because I was using drugs all through prison, and then I thought I can't keep doing this. Something's got to change. So I got the help. I've done 13 weeks of intense therapy in there with a great worker, Diane. It's beautiful. Fair play to her. She stuck with me and she broke me down. To tears, crying, and built me back up to love the man I am today. Do you know what I mean? And I'm forever grateful for her for that. She took time out and really got me where I need to be. I love myself. I've got self-compassion. I'm positive mindset. Mindfulness if I need to take a step back. There's so many things that I learned through them sessions that I'm still using every day. And I'm so grateful to her for that. But yeah, I've done 2 sentences now, 13 years in total. But yeah, that's behind me now. I don't look at. I'm still on licence for 5 years. Still do probation. Still see the police every week. Working well with them. And yeah, I hope I'll never have to go back in them walls. I met some good people in there. Had some good times. Even good officers. They're all not dickheads. They're just doing their job. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we've got to live there, and when someone comes in the mornings and they've got to be in the bonnet because the husband's done this or done that, or the missus has done this and done that, and they try and take it out on you, it doesn't end well for everybody. Do you know what I mean?
It's all true.
So like, and then the lads in there, we can all have a bad day, but it's about picking each other up and getting through the days. You know what I mean? We're all in dark places in prison, especially when you're doing a long time. So it's nice to have people there to bounce off and to pick each other up.
Because it's a little bit different, because I kind of say a similar thing I work in kids' homes, and then they'll sort of say things to each other. These young lads sort of saying, oh, your mum don't love you, or your dad this, and I'm sort of saying, lads, what are you doing? I sort of said, you're all in the same position. Why don't you work together rather than pulling each other down? I said, look, my family included, but just like yours, your family's not perfect, otherwise you wouldn't be here. I sort of said, so like they say in prison, your situation's not perfect, so why not work together to make it a better experience? And to sort of, we've all got our shit and we've all got our trauma and our troubles. Actually, why not we talk and sort of rather than me sort of saying, oh, what the fuck are you wearing, or what's that, or you in here for this, actually, do you know what, I can help you with this, or come and talk to me, and then vice versa.
I'm a big believer in that. Don't judge. Don't judge a book, mate, because there's so many pages to that book, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I'd see a lad in there and he was down. I'd say, come here, I'll give you an haircut, and then that gives him the time to chat then. So I had that, I don't mind going to someone and have a chat. I'm that kind of guy, especially in an environment with lads where I'm all comfortable and that, and we're having a bounce, and they see me going around a wing, all cutting hairs and getting on with everybody, morning, get the tunes on and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's how the environment I wanted. Smooth radio on all day, chilling, all classics and that. So like, and I could see when someone was down, and even if it just meant going in his cell saying everything alright, do you know what I mean? Because everyone has them days in there. My daughter would like not answer the phone a few days, and I've got fucking hell. But if my bad mate would know that I was a bit thingy, that could be anything. Do you know what I mean? I had a bit of bad news from home or something, and he has a vibe in there, and you can tell. So you just, come on, what's happening, man? Do you know what I mean? If you get quiet at dinner table, what's going on, lad? So it's just like different things like that. Man, I met some good lads, and I'm still speaking to them today.
Nice.
And they're all buzzing off how well I'm doing, because they know I was a fucking dickhead in there still. Do you know what I mean? So to see me out here progressing the way I am, I'm getting so much good love off the lads in there.
That's it, because I think men have got about that stigma, don't they? If we're sitting there as men, it's not just about banter, it's not just about talking about football and women and partying or whatever it is. It's actually, how are you doing? How are you doing? Kind of, and just sort of properly checking in with each other.
Come on.
Let me know. Talk to me.
100%.
But what I was going to say was then, so when your second stint in prison, was that for the armed robberies and stuff?
That was
okay. Because people that are not into prison, they've sort of said, what can be good about it is, well, they sort of said that there's two flips of a coin, like you're saying, you can make some really good connections. Some for the better, some for the worse.
But like, you tend to like, you know, the worst ones, they come in to you like with their head down, Mongol and stuff. They're just punters, aren't they? And they're just in a chaos lifestyle. But at the same time, I didn't mind giving them drugs because it funded my lifestyle. And at a certain time, I felt bad for taking the canteen, but I'd never take a man's canteen totally. I'd always leave him a £5. If he only had 13 quid but he owed me 50, I'd still only take the 8 quid. I'd always leave him something for phone credit. And that's something that'll always stay. Like I did, that a lot of other lads wouldn't do for them. Yeah. Because I'm that guy that I feel sorry for you, but I'm still taking because you've taken off me. Do you know what I mean? And that's how the vibe was. And I'd always like, even if they were struggling halfway through the week, and I'd always try and pick them up a bit. Do you know what I mean? I never look down on anybody because that is his choice. And at the end of the day, I've still got kids that I need to send a bit of dough to if I can, and I've still got to send myself £50 a week for my canteen and my phone credit. So like, that's why I was in 10 different jails on this sentence because of the situations I put myself in through selling drugs and having phones and other things like that. So yeah. It's just one of them, and then taking drugs in DCAT and things like that. Then I got to the crack and the cocaine. That's what I was the most fearful for getting out here, because in the DCAT I failed twice. Out here now, I'm so determined not to fuck up. I'm not even at that. Like once too many, 1,000's never enough. And that is a big motto of mine. Drug taking. I haven't had a paracetamol, a sleeping tablet, or fuck all since I've been out. I'm just doing it the right way. Do you know what I mean? That's good. That's good. Because again, as well, when you sort of say, you tell your story and you talk about a man being in prison and selling drugs, but then actually you kind of flipped it as well, because some people could sort of think, fucking hell, he's been to jail and he's selling drugs, he's a fucking arsehole. But then you're telling me about you wouldn't take people's last canteen, you make sure you got five for like a bit of grub and a bit of phone call. It's actually really good. So then it kind of shows as well, you know, you're not a half decent fella. Do you know what I mean? But no one's perfect. There's a lot of lads in there that would smack people up for £2.59 pack of vapes. You know what I mean? And I'll just look at him and shake my head and say, what are you doing? He's on his arse and you're going to smack him up for £3. Do you know what I mean? But like £3, it's not even about the £3. It's about the principle. The man's gone and took off him knowing he's got no canteen. This is what gets people's back up in there. And I had to be the mediator so many times in them situations. Like, whoa, just take them vapes, give them me when you got on. Do you know what I mean? What are you going to punch him up for? Look at the size of you. Do you know one of them? So like, there's been a few times like that in there where like, well, I'm saying a few, quite a many. 10 years, a long time to deal with hustles and that, but it's a laugh at the end of the day. As sad as certain situations was, it kept your day bouncing. You know what I mean? Because it gets a bit dull in there. That's it. So when a bit of drama comes, it kind of changes the day or lifts your day a little bit. It changes the dynamic. Someone's talking about something else, and it's that's it. It's like a bit of news in there. You know that's it. Did you hear about him down there? Got fucking filled in for got snapped up for £2. But alright, take us back to your first stint in prison. What did you say you got 3 years? I got 3 years, I got 5.5 years, but done just under 3. And basically that time now, I just got my head into education. I'd just done 3 years of education. So I got all my qualifications there, employability skills, to know about how to understand interviews and understand money budgeting, money management and that, business enterprise. I've done loads of art. I've even done like role play things as well, just about like performing arts. You know what I mean? Maths and English, got my level 2s. I'm a level 2 mentor. I work with Shannon's Trust, teaching people to read and write. Nice. I've done so much stuff in there. Qualified barber. Everyone knows me as Dan the Barber in jail. I still get love for that now. Nice. So, I just knuckled down IT and all that. I've just cracked on in there. Because I can imagine as well, they say sort of getting the skills to be a barber. Again, I'll be a still barber. But then kind of, I bet that in itself though could bring people together, couldn't it? Because then if you're cutting a Muslim man's hair or a white dude's hair, or so the black geezer down there, it's kind of like, well, let me just finish him off and then I can do you. And I was literally like that. I was like non-stop. It doesn't matter who you are. I'm not going to judge anyone. If you want your hair cut, I'll cut your fucking hair. As long as you stick a tenner in the bank. Or a pack of vapes, I'll sell them for a tenner. That's how it was in there. And everyone knew the score. You know the score. You want to trim, it's not for free. Do you know what I mean? Unless you're doing it yourself. So I'd always have that situation, like I'll do afro, I'll do black, I'll do whatever you creed you are, I'll cut your hair. Especially come Eid and Christmases and like weekends, visit days, I'll always be busy chopping block. I didn't mind, it killed my association. That's it. It helped fill my days, and like I was having chats. It's like having a little therapy session every time you get someone else. Just talking about how you doing, who's coming up, what's happening, how's things and that. So it's like it was always beneficial to me to be that person to help others. Do you know what I mean? I get so much out of making someone else feel better.
Yeah.
So that was key to me as well.
Yeah.
Come back off your visit and he's giving me a fucking Snickers or a can of pop and that, and just to show a bit more appreciation.
Yeah. That's it, because it's true though, because it might sound mad, as much as, well, we know as men, when you get a haircut and then you've had a wash, you just feel fresh, don't you? You feel better looking and everything, don't you?
There we go.
Yeah.
Broad Street.
Girls better watch out, don't know.
Let's go.
But and then that's it. But then if someone's then gonna have a fresh trim and then go and see the mom, the kids, the missus on a visit, I think that's actually a good thing.
That's
what I mean?
Yeah.
And then kind of it might sound even silly, but that little 10, 15, 20-minute haircut could change their visit.
Exactly.
Because they're approaching it feeling different.
It does, and that's what I used to do. And I used to give them better compliments afterwards, saying, "Come on, you're looking fresh. Enjoy your visit, man."
Yeah.
It gives them that, let's go again.
Yeah.
Because you've had a week of misery. Well, with me, I wouldn't have a visit for 6 months, sometimes 12 months, because I was doing such a long time. I didn't want them. It's that feeling of build yourself up, and then you have to see them go again. It's like fucking, I couldn't like them feelings there. I'd just rather not have them.
Yeah.
Ring them on the phone every day, see what's going on. I like the visits. I probably had fucking 20 visits in 10 years. Which didn't bother me. It's what I asked for. My first 3 years, I was out the area in Manchester anyway, in Risley. I've done the Winson Green, Winson Green, Huel, Stoke-Keith, and then Risley for the first 3 years. Got back to Oakwood then after that, and that's when I started changing my ways. I was on methadone, I was using drugs in there, hard. Smoking spice, doing all the mad shit for the first 3 years. I got back local in Wolverhampton, started having visits, so that's when I started changing my game. Started using the gym, looking after myself, like getting off the methadone, getting clean, and I was doing pretty well. I say pretty well. I was off the methadone, but I was still using pre-gabs and Subutex and do other things like just to get me a little head because it's boring in there. You do the same shit every day. You get unlocked, you go to work, you fucking come back, you have your dinner, you get banged up. It's just the same cycle every fucking day. You need a little something to not give a fuck, to have a laugh.
It's kind of sparky day a little bit,
just to give it a kick. The bell goes off, you're like, what's happening? Who's having? You know what I mean? Because it's like the bell will go off 10 times a day, and it's like different wings every time, but it would always raise that adrenaline again. Because you're always on anxiety anyway. You're always waiting for that next. Who's getting glassed? Who's getting bottles?
Hyper vigilant kind of thing.
What's he got a tuner for? Do you know what I mean? Put that tuner down. Put that pull ball down, you idiot, man. Where you going with that stuff? So it's that type of thing in there, but like you needed something to pick yourself up sometimes.
Nice. I've got attachment as you're speaking. It's gone. But all right, and so you started taking like methadone and the drugs and stuff inside.
I was using heroin outside, so when I got in there, they put you on like a script to
Okay, I'm doing that.
So like they put you on that just so you don't feel too shit. And there's people standing for life, but I come off it after 3 years. Got myself down, got myself off it. I was standing in the methadone queue one day, and I was looking around thinking, what the fuck am I doing in here? Do you know what I mean? I was like, no way. And that's when like I decided to fuck it all on the head and then try and like better myself, and I got to move local, and that's when like, I had a visit again. Then after 2.5 years, I had a visit, and that boosted me up, and I'm like, right, let's get back to where I should be. And then from that day on, I was climbing. Got to a decat and messed up using crack cocaine again. I went up a bit of a debt. My mum sorted that out for me, helped me out there. Give me a bit of a shoe up. Sorted that out, and then I got to Ramby. That's where I got the help, the therapy, and I broke down. Said like, the way I'm doing it isn't right. Show me another way. Why am I an addict? Why do I use drugs? And she went, we can sort that out. And I didn't believe her. I thought shit. Why haven't I been told like this before? And then when she got in that room and broke it down for me, done the whole assessment on me and everything, and then I've done a timeline for her childhood to now. And she picked at it, and then she went, right, we'll do this, we'll work on this, and got in my head, broke me down and built me back up to feel amazing. I think everyone should be taught psychology, just the understanding.
Because I do think that if you sometimes you really got to make yourself sort of really vulnerable and sort of actually humble yourself to be like, actually, I need to get help, I need to be, if you want to call it fixed or whatever.
I like with addiction, like people are out there every weekend getting blasted. Every Friday, Saturday, and this, then they don't see it as a problem. It's a problem. If you're going out and spending your wages every Friday and Saturday and going to work Monday skinned, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now I see this. Now I'm not using drugs and I don't need money for drugs. I'm seeing, wow, I've got a life here. Fair enough, I'm going to work on a Monday to buy shopping for the week, but I'm happy with that.
Yeah,
I'm not using drugs. I'm not hurting anyone. I've got my daughters in my life. You know what I mean? I've got family. I've got people that care about me. I've got like someone in my life I care about deeply, and they care about me back. But none of that would be possible if I picked up another drug. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I take now. Is like, I've just done so many years looking out the window, wishing I was out here.
Yeah.
Why am I going to fuck that up for one drug now?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's good. That's so good. Because when you talk about as well, in my head, that's kind of like binge drinking or binge sort of having a session or session. But then like, we kind of see that as normal, don't we, in English culture? Whereas you go to work Monday to Friday, and then you get your wages Friday or at the end of the month, and then you just go out on the piss and do whatever else, and then back to work Monday. Or actually, like you say, it still is a bit of a problem.
It's a problem if you're doing it like Friday, Saturday, Sunday blasted, back to work bad head, Monday skin, thinking from there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is a problem. Like I'll go like most of my family in the same situation. We're like a drink. That's our thing. I was a kind of a black sheep that went off and done fucking everything else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's only. I've got four older stepbrothers, 2 half brothers, 2 stepbrothers. One of my stepbrothers is an heroin addict as well, suffering an addiction. And I'd always said, I'll never be like him. But that was me as well. And like, even with that image there of him cranking and doing whatever, I went to that. I never cranked, I smoked, but it doesn't matter. I was still an addict at the same time.
Yeah.
But like, even that didn't deter me. So you have to find it in yourself just not to use.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot of strength.
Yeah.
I battle every day with boredom and loneliness and things like that. But it's about remembering where I've just been and where I've just come from, and the trials and tribulations I've just had to go through to get where I am now. You know what I mean, mate? And it's just keep reminding myself, and like, I get a lot of help and I get a lot of guidance, I get a lot of feedback, and it helps. Every time I get that little comment, it gives me a little boost. Yeah. To say, well done, Dan. Come on, we're going again. Yeah. Don't slip back. Don't fall back.
That's it. That's like that little. Does that do like a little 1% in your tank, sort of say? No, we're not empty. We're not gonna fall off. Yeah. We're gonna keep going. And that's good. And for people listen, actually, when you're kind of on TikTok, on whatever social media, or even face to face with friends and family, when you see people doing well, let them know. Tell them. Well done, Dan. Come on, you're on day 10 or day 10,000.
Day 62.
See, love it. There you go. Nice. A lad I interviewed, I think last month, he was cocaine, and I think he just got to a year. And I sort of said, mate, because I think he sort of downplayed it a bit, and I sort of said, no, that's wicked.
That's wicked, mate. Yeah.
Because I said, whoever's got to sort of 10 years, they've had to get to a year first.
Of course.
You can't jump from 10 days to fucking 10 years.
It's a marathon, mate. It's not a sprint.
There you go.
You can't just be recovered overnight. It's a process.
You're
probably going to have a relapse. You're probably going to have a setback. But it's about how you get back on that wheel, man. It's the maintenance wheel we're all on every day to keep moving in the right direction, to better ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't want to sit and ponder about where we've been. We want to keep moving forward to where we're going. Yeah. That is the key for me as well. I've got so many plans in my head that I need to foresee and make sure they materialise. So I can't be looking dwelling too much about the dickhead that I used to be and the people that I've hurt. I've hurt some, I forgive myself. There's no one else.
It's on your time as well.
There's no one else out there now that can make me feel as worse as I have for myself. Yeah. I've robbed off my own family. I've been a scumbag. I've fucking traumatised people. And that I've had to sit with that guilt and that fucking that shit in my own head, and I feel terrible. But I've had to allow myself forgiveness to move on. I've had to get closure to that now. I'm going out there. When you're around these killers and these murderers and the slashers and the drug dealers and everything else, I've come out here now to this life, and it doesn't bother me too much. It's about the pressures I put on myself now, about doing it all right, if you know what I mean. Yeah, definitely. So because I kind of, from my own experiences as well, I kind of think when you kind of think and do negative, the negative comes. When you think and do positive, the positive comes. If you're doing the right things in life, good things will come your way. Trust me. I believe in karma so much. I had nothing in them cupboards the other day. And I'm doing everything right, and they're just going to keep getting filled. Yeah. And do you know what I mean, mate? And that is because I'm making the better steps every day to better myself. Exactly. That's law of attraction. There you go. Yeah. I believe in karma. So things happen for a reason. You're where you're supposed to be. Exactly. If that makes sense. Whereas let's sort of say to you then,
you're on your own path. If you're still acting an idiot, people are gonna come and sort of say, so what? Let me put some food in his cupboard. Let me put some light in his house. They're not gonna. But if you're trying to do good, actually, you know what? It's fucking trying, so let's fucking help him. Bish bash bosh kind of thing. And then, until you start fucking up, then maybe people sort of say, you know what, Dan, you've actually been a melon. So you do one.
And it's nice to have them people in your life as well that if they feel like you're not doing the right things, just to let you know. So come on, man, pick yourself up. You're doing well, like, because if you think you're doing all right, but you're not aware of you're doing wrong, sometimes you need telling.
That's it. Yeah. I used to do my mate's heading and sort of certain people's heading. Because everywhere we go, I'm talking about my business, I'm talking about this, that, and the other. And I sort of say, sometimes we just shut up and I'm like, but then I've got to put it out there to get somewhere. And just because of me talking to someone in a pub or sort of, I don't know, in a queue somewhere, or see someone with a lanyard on, I sort of say, who do you work for? And it gets me work, it's a business. And then or they'll sort of say, oh, it doesn't work for us, but actually, take this email, take this number, call this person, you can have this.
It's networking.
Networking.
Of course it is, man.
Exactly.
You need to do that when you're trying to build something. You need connections, and if you haven't got the connections, you're building it on your own in some way. You need to branch out, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Whereas after my business side, I travel to the top of the country and down south, and when I got work at least, it's kind of up and down. But yeah, I love it again. A lot of it's through just talking.
Yeah.
And
with me, like
trying to be good.
reaching out to people, like I've not even reached out on TikTok to be honest, but like, people like it's a community, like you say, it's a community, and people see like, oh, he's struggling, he might need this, he might need that, and I've put like, I was singing songs on, delivering leaflets. Some lovely lady, Kerry, used to be an ex-prison officer. Got in touch with me on TikTok, and then I've got some earpods here. There you go. And then she bought me a load of other stuff as well.
Oh, that's totally.
I've got some bits and bobs, and it's just, and another lady bought me my clothes maiden thing. You know, all these things there, they help me out, and it gives me a bit of belief in humanity again. Not everyone's ripped me off because I'm an addict and I've done bad things. They're giving me a chance, and I've got to like just keep moving forward.
That's it. I was about to say that. So it's important for you then to sort of see that they've seen something in you.
Definitely.
Because if they didn't see anything, they wouldn't sort of say, even when it costs them money or not, take the time out of their day to sort of say, yeah, I'm going to send you these AirPods, I'm going to send you this clothes thing.
Not even sending, they're actually coming to meet me.
There you go.
Me in person, don't keep doing it. Do you know what I mean? So
I love that.
It gives you that warm feeling inside that you are doing the right thing.
Yeah. And also shows as well that the guards and whatnot, they're actually trying to do good.
Yeah.
Because again, there's some, depending on the circles that you're moving, guards can have a certain reputation, can't they?
Of course.
Whereas, but actually, they're not all the same.
They're not all the same.
Not every prison's the same.
Even in the probation service and things like that, they're in there to help people. It's not the probation officers that don't want to help. You've got people above them that don't understand how we live out here and how our life situations are. I've just been having this with my probation officer today, actually. About how the system is broken, and she half agreed with me. And do you know what I mean? That like, she sees it as I see it on the floor. But then you got people above her that don't really understand how it is for us living out here, struggling, coming out the system. And some people have got nobody. I'm so fortunate to have family that care and want to help me out. A lot of people are getting out to fuck them. I've seen so many people recalled week after a week after a week, 4 times. So, and that's because he got nowhere to go. He got nothing. He's an alcoholic on the street. No proper support when he come out. He didn't know where to go for it. So like, there's so many like revolving door. And half the time it is a business, so like they're not really, the rehabilitation is only there if you want it. If you want to change and seek help, you have to go and do rehabilitation yourself. It's not nothing really there in place.
It's true.
And I've been on both sides now, and I'm seeing it. Like, I should have had a deposit on this place paid for, but it didn't work out like that. They let me down. Do you know what I mean? And I've got failed by the system, but I've got the support there. Not everybody has, mate. And it's sad.
It's so true, because as soon as you said that, 1 or 2 people sort of sprung to mind, and that I know that kind of done a bit of time and come out and they sort of said, right, this is a new me, I'm fucking cracking on now, I'm not letting my kids down or letting certain people down or whatever it is. I'm going to sort of go on a straight and narrow and do this and do that. But then because of the system, or the vicious cycle, they can't sort of step out of it, which then they kind of fall back into old tricks. And then it's a case of, okay, no, and then they're doing more time again.
That's how it is. I've got 2 tags, I've got alcohol monitor and I've got a GPS tag, but I've got tag books down there and stuff, so they're restrictions, but I don't see them as a hindrance. They're there to, like, I've just settled back into it. I thought I was going to have no curfew.
Yeah.
Probation, like, look, I just want to make sure you're settling in fine in your own company, in your own place, which I understand.
Yeah.
It's not about me, it's about the public and the protecting. Like,
Yeah,
if I fall off and go on a mad then, it falls back on them. So it's just that building that relationship up for them to trust me, so then I can be trusted out here, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is their job at the end of the day.
Yeah, of course. And it's actually quite nice that you kind of sort of, you seen it from not just your shoes when you sort of said, like, because it would be traumatising. If let's say a shopkeeper or a shop worker and then being held at gunpoint and whatnot, or whatever you was using back then, they're being sort of truly sort of traumatised, aren't they?
Exactly.
But then it's actually good that you recognise that.
Yeah, I understand that.
So then you've done your 3 years in prison. You were taking the drugs and stuff. Then you was doing the education and stuff, weren't you?
Yeah.
So then you come out. What happened then?
Just in like that drug relationship, like I was saying there, with a girl. Started off alright, just took her on a few days and then went back to hers and she wanted to score, so I didn't realise she was in recovery herself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So she said, "Oh, you want to score some crack?" I was like, "Go on then."
Yeah.
And then come the heroin as well. So it was like a cycle then every day.
Yeah.
Going to work, spending your wages, going out on the graft, earning every day, and that was like for 9 months solid. That was.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? How we got up to like £300, £400, £500 a day, whatever we could get our hands on. Really.
Yeah.
Robbed off family, robbed off like mom, dad, everybody I could get money off or robbed off them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Didn't care. I was just out to get drugs, and that is the ugly side of it, mate. It changes who you are. Like, I'm so ashamed of that guy.
Yeah.
Because of what he put people through. Do you know what I mean? And it has changed me for the better, because now I've got so much more. How, like, the ripple effect of your actions can impact so many people.
Yeah.
That live with me. Do you know, like, I've done the Sycamore Tree, the charity, the Christian charity course about the victim awareness.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, that's a 6-week course. I've done that. The victim come in who got shot and like told his story, and like that affected his daughter, his wife, everybody else, his community, because he wasn't in the shop and things like that. So a lot of stuff resonated with me. And that will live with me forever. That, like, it's so easy to be kind to somebody and to lift them up rather than bitterness and negative and bring them down. So it's always better to think about the other people around you at the time. And your actions and how it influences them. Yeah. Like kids with violence, that impacts them for the rest of their life if they see violence, because I saw it. Do you know what I mean? So, I understand that. And that is a big thing as well. Yeah. Be really aware of your actions around others. That is what I say to people.
It's good that you sort of talk like that and kind of so self-aware and sort of so kind of wanting to sort of, if you want to call it, heal and whatnot, and just sort of be better for yourself and your loved ones around you.
Yeah, definitely.
But then George jumped out to me as well when you sort of said you'd spend £300 to £500 a day on drugs, and you think about it, you think, wow, that's actually a lot of money.
I could have a 4-bed house for that.
Do you know what I mean? It's so true though. Yeah. Whereas I kind of think £300 to £500 a day. That's a lot of dough, isn't it?
It's a lot of dough.
It's a lot of dough.
Yeah.
I'd love to earn that £500 a day.
I know, but like you're doing madness to earn it.
This is it.
That's the thing. There's a lot of bikes getting stolen. There's a lot of fucking cars getting robbed. You know what I mean? Like everything else that I can't go into, but like a lot of like drugs being sold, people being robbed. I'd turn up to a guy who told him how to cure weed. Take his money, just fucking do one. You know what I mean? I'd give him a bag of Bud, like with daffodil heads and shit like that. I didn't care how I got my money. I was getting it. And this is that, like, my actions led me to holding people up to, like, traumatise their life. And that haunted me for a little bit when I was in there. I wrote a lot of sorry notes, a lot of apologies. Like when I got my head back together.
That's nice.
I had to do that to my family because I'm here now and they're helping me out. So like, I know that they'd help me out even without the apologies, because I'll come out and I want to do better. So they see my actions and they see he's trying. So they're there for me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
nice. Okay, then so then you was getting up to sort of no good. So you did it for 3 years. You come out. You got in a relationship. That was sort of about the drugs and chasing the drugs and whatnot. Then he was kind of doing up to no good to kind of get the drugs. So then it was, you said, the armed robbery to go into prison. and you got sentenced to, would you say, 14 years? So then tell us a little bit about that.
That was dark. That was initially that was very dark. I didn't get sentenced. I got locked up in the beginning of the April 2016, and I was on remand for like 6 months till the September. So it was your head was just everywhere. Do you know what I mean? I was still on methadone. I was using everything else. I just thought this. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how long I'm getting, but I knew I was going to get a big sentence. Really. I went for sentencing on video link in Stoke Heath. I got a 9, a 9, an 8, an 8, a 2, 2, 2, 2, and a 12 months. It all added up. I was counting it all in my head. I'm thinking, what the fuck? 43 years. I'm fucked here.
Jesus.
And then he went, we'll run it concurrent with the 9. So and then give me a 5 extra license. This is what I'm serving now, the 5 extra license.
Okay.
So I was happy to hear 9 after that. I had 40. I counted 43 in my head.
I bet.
And that was a good job. I was sitting down. I walked out of there like just dazed for a few days, to be honest. It was a lonely time back then. Just going back there now in my head. But I got through it by using drugs. I used drugs to deal with how I felt about myself. And about my situation. Wherever that was younger, school, confidence, ego, all that stuff. I always used drugs to deal with things. So that led me to just continue using drugs in prison. All the way through, really, up until the day I left, I was having pre-jabs. Do you know what I mean? So that's why this today is even more of an achievement for me, because to use drugs for that long, come out and be 62 days clean after. Like, I'm so proud to be here right now.
You should be proud of yourself.
You know what I mean?
And we've just met, and I'm proud of you. You seem like a decent dude and that, and you learn, or you try to learn by your mistakes.
But as the time went on in there, you get familiar with your surroundings. I moved from jail to jail to jail, and every time it was like, how you doing? You make friends and you fuck off again, and it's like a never ending. Your prop goes missing, you're fucking in the block again, fucking just losing your shit and that. Like, you lose it. It's the system again. Like you go to another prison and the prop's not come, and then you lose your shit with not the guards, but the system again. It's like fuck. Do you know what I mean? Then you fucking booting cell doors off and smash shit, shouting shit out windows and whatever to everyone else. But we had them moments, then dark moments, and then battles with yourself, and like, fuck it, Dan, just crack on, get your head back down, and let's go again. Do you know what I mean? You have to have that talk with yourself every time. Man, like, I met some great people in there. Some of the best people I've met in my life, I've met in prison.
I can imagine.
And that's still in prison for some of them for a long time still. Some good kids in there for like made a few mistakes with a few blades, and their life's over. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough. So was the other guy, which is sad, but like they're sorry for what they did, and it should never have happened. And I see a lot of that in there. I see a lot of lads that are fucking killed the girlfriends by madness, and like, they're not bad guys, but then some of them are bad guys. Some of them are messing around with kids and things like that, and they're having their life a ride on. There's not a safe wing over there. Do you know? And they're so protected in that, and it's like you give them a soft sentence and then you stick them in the protection.
It's not right, is it?
It's not, is it? Fuck, you've just traumatised the kid's life forever. Do you know what I mean? And like, fair enough, I've traumatised a few adults' lives, but well, I'm sure like we can sort this out. We can have a mediation, forgive each other. I was in a bad place. You had no excuse, mate. You know what I mean? You're an adult who messing around with it, and they're over there all being like cocky and that through gates and things like that.
Oh, is that how it would be sometimes?
So like you get lip off them and all that, because you can never get to them because they're always like in their own little their own little bit. So and like they'd all get walked off to work at a different time and all this stuff. So very rare you get hold of a nonce. And if there was a nonce on your wing, it didn't last long because the screws would fucking tell you about it. We had one in Featherstone back in the day in the CV room training, and then he just got filled in, mate. But that's because he done it to a really young kid. You know what I mean? It was disgusting, but you get all them type of. I've just lived in a different world for 10 years, 13 years, and I've come back out here now, and it's overwhelming still. I've got this now. This is amazing. But it's about settling.
It's your castle, though, isn't it?
It's my castle now.
Yeah.
Finally, but it's about settling down now and trying to like not move on from it because that's part of me. I've just lived. I still talk to the lads in there like every day, so it's just part of that. Like, how do I move on from here now and like navigate this part of life?
Yeah.
Because it took me quite a while to navigate that part of life in there.
Yeah.
I mastered it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mastered this out here. It just takes time to.
You got to adjust then, yeah.
That's it. That's all it's about.
Yeah, definitely. So then, where would you have spent the longest time in your 10-year stint?
It would have been in Oakwood.
In Oakwood?
Yeah, in Oakwood, and 21 months in there.
Okay.
That was a good part. There's a beautiful jail. There's like showers in your cell. Like
nice.
It was all like
proper like ensuite.
It was a new jail. Do you know what I mean? The staff called you by your name and like first name, and you call them by the first name.
Yeah.
You could buy 32-inch tellies in there, and
wow.
recliner chairs and stuff like that. Have a meat order. You could have a box of chicken for 50 quid.
Okay.
So me and you was having food together, and that would like, you'd buy 1 month, I'd buy the next month. Just kept it in the freezer, kept it ticking over.
Oh,
nice. You know what I mean? You cook one day, I'll cook another day, and it's like that. Mackerel curries in the kettle and porridge in the kettle and things like that. Like, we make some cornmeal in the kettle. We had some good food in the kettle. You've heard about that.
Yeah. Because I've seen pictures and stuff, and there's like parties in cells and things like that. Yeah.
We had some serious parties. Obviously, I was around that anyway because it killed the day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, what's happening? You got the liquor? Yeah, let's go.
You got this. I got this.
You're getting pissed up. You're having a few fucking zooks or whatever, and you're just getting high and then drinking in the cell.
Yeah.
And then you cause a bit of a problem on the wing or something. Someone will look at you after like, this is mental because it was that hype of like being in there and having a laugh together.
Yeah.
The Christmas time we had loads of Mandy or fucking cocaine or whatever, and we just have a party, but like no one's getting hurt out here. It's in there that we're living in a madness.
Yeah.
No one sees half of what happens in there, hears about it or anything.
Yeah.
Like, drones coming over every night with big bags on and fucking weed. So yeah, I had one to my window in Winson Green.
Yeah.
Like we got the crack of the heroin and the phones away. But the guy who wrapped the parcel up, he just put 10 ounce of fucking mamba in a Tesco bag. He didn't wrap it individually, so as we're pulling it through the thing, the bag's all just splits open. It's just gone everywhere. Screws underneath with the torches, banging on the door, barricaded the door. It was good times.
Yeah, because a lad I know actually, I won't say his name. I'm pretty sure he was on one. I was told where the sort of deal got on the roof and stuff.
Yeah.
But then
is that my pals have been on roofs and everything? They stay there all night, and then it gets cold, and they've run out of food, and
they get cold, hungry. That's it.
They put a bouncy castle out for you to jump off the roof.
Okay.
I've seen it all, man.
Yeah, nice. It's like it's mad, isn't it? But then it's just sometimes that's life, then, isn't it?
That's our daily existence, like, because like this is forgotten about out here. We're in that life, and we just live in how we see and fit in there. If you know what I mean.
Living for now, aren't you? That's what's happening.
In your head, you know how you want to behave out here, but in there, you have to behave a totally different way to survive. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Again, it's not true, like you said earlier, because you weren't just in a queue in Tesco or in somewhere or waiting for a taxi. Yeah. It's different, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah. Because then, like you said, I bet you come across some good people and some right idiots and all that.
You do. Yeah, definitely. I tend to, like, as I was like sorting my head out, like obviously I left the idiots behind and I went to the lads that were training, I went to the lads that were looking after themselves and going to like football and things like that, and I was getting the footy team, and that was me then just cracking on. And that led me away then just to carry on every time I got to a new job, straight in the gym, show them fit, show them this, get asked to do that session, get asked to join in on that. And that made me feel a belonging, if you know what I mean.
That's your part of something like that,
part of the group. Then you connect with football or with fucking whatever, Netflix or whatever they're watching. I put that on the stick for me. USB stick, so you have you seen that? Nah, throw that on for me, and you just. What you cooking tonight? Anything? Nah, do you want to make some chicken or something? Do you know what I mean? And you just build friends like that. And every jail I went to, I had 4 or 5 good friends, and then you lose a friend, and it's like grieving because they've gone, and there's 4 of you now, and then there's 3 of you because he went 2 days after him. I've just done 6 months with these lads, and then they're gone, and then you have to find a new couple of clicks and that, and it's just a process, man, and a big cycle. The door just keeps revolving because there's always a number. You're just a number on a big system, isn't you?
Because to be fair, you say that as well. I never really thought of it like that, to be fair, and I bet a lot of people don't. Whereas people just say, they're in prison, supposed to be doing the time. But actually, if you spent 6 months with a bloke and you built this bond with a couple of lads, and then within the space of a week or two of them are gone.
Yeah.
Like you say, there's a bit of loss that is, isn't it?
That mental grieving and that
quite long lived.
3, 4, 5 days it takes to fucking hell, they're not here. They've been gone a week now. Always have that thought like they got out Monday, they've been gone a week now. Fuck, that's dragged, and then you have to go again. Do you know what I mean? It's like I had that a lot because obviously doing a long time. I had a lot of friends in there that you lose. You know what I mean? Yeah. And some like today still in contact with.
Yeah, nice. So what would you say is the best prison you've been in, and then the worst prison you've been in?
The best prison I've been in was Ramby because it changed my life.
Yeah. Where's Ramby?
Ramby's in Doncaster way.
Okay.
So that's where I got help. That's where I fucking broke myself down and built myself back up.
Yeah. Is that where you met? Was it Diane?
Yeah, the therapist.
Yeah.
And my OMU worker was amazing. She guided me as well to get the help because I said, look, my way isn't working. I need help. And she put me onto the therapist, and that's where I changed my life, my outlook on life, the way I felt about myself. I didn't need anything to feel good. Do you know what I mean? I got that from training and looking after myself and reading and educating myself and watching podcasts and like watching because we had laptops in Ramley. So you could watch podcasts, you could watch documentaries, you could do this and do that. You didn't just have to be brainwashed by that fucking TV. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was good to educate myself again and like find out what I liked again, being soberish, you know what I mean?
Find yourself again.
I've done 15 months in Ramby without a fucking substance, and this is what I know I can do it because I've done it in there, in jail, in that environment, not touched a thing. So out here, I know it's possible. Do you know what I mean? With all this around me now, all the love I've got, all the support, I know I can do it out here. Yeah.
And the worst prison?
Worst prison is always Winson Green. Concrete jungle. It is. It's a fucking dive.
That's based in Birmingham, isn't it?
That is Birmingham. HMP Birmingham. Winson Green. It's just it's all it's Victorian, so the conditions are not great. It's freezing cold in all the cells. It's all the windows have been smashed out to get drones in and everything else. And stuff like that. Seagulls coming to your fucking window every morning, squawking red top. You're in Birmingham, there's no fucking sea. What are they doing around here? Do you know what I mean? Piss off and leave the chicken legs alone. It's just there's rats everywhere. It's disgusting.
Oh really? Yeah.
The living conditions in Birmingham are probably the worst. Yeah.
Oh really? Yeah. Because isn't it?
The one that I've been to, and I've done 12 jails in total in my sentences, and that's the worst.
Because the Green or Winson Green. It's kind of like more just like a holding prison, isn't it? Like a remand prison.
I was there for 4 months, I think, at the beginning. I was on there my last sentence as well.
Oh, okay.
And it didn't really improve.
Come on, Winson Green, step up, man.
Step up, man. Come on, HMP.
That's it. Okay, so what would you say would be, might sound a silly question, but then the best thing about prison and then the worst thing about prison?
The worst thing about prison is the loss, the memories, I've had 7 nieces and nephews born on this sentence.
Oh, okay.
It's their relationships, it's all that time that you're not getting. Do you know what I mean? Even the relationship with your brothers and that, they've all grown up now. They've all got their own lives and kids and this and that. So I don't feel like I'm a big brother anymore because they've all got their own shit going on.
They're all men now.
They're all men now. They're all doing their own thing. They don't They've been without me for 10 years, so where do I fit into this life now? You know what I mean? This is a big stress on me as well, like trying to find my own little place. But I'm so proud of them. They're all doing really well.
Nice.
I couldn't be a prouder older brothers. You know what I mean? They're all smashing it. To be fair, even my little sisters are doing amazing. So that's the hardest thing: time, memories, and that. The best thing is it's. I never see it as a curse being in there, as a blessing, because it was either death or jail for me. So that was the only way. I was close to death, or I'm so glad I got jail, to be honest. So I see it as a blessing, and it was a chance to get a bit of time away, and get a bit of thinking back and finding out who I was and where I wanted to be, the guy that I wanted to be. And like relationships, you have a laugh. As dark as it is in there, you meet good people and you have a banter. It doesn't matter what it's about. You can click with someone and just laugh with someone, and that's just because that's your personalities. And that gets you through your time in there.
Nice.
So,
And your biggest lesson from being in jail?
Biggest lesson from being in jail. lesson is.
Or like, what would you take away from being in jail in terms of?
Just like even in there, you know, like men struggle hard out there. They struggle hard in there. But even out here, people are struggling. And like me, the way I come across it now, I'm positive, I'm happy, I'm go lucky. Do you know what I mean? Wearing it on my sleeve, I can read body language like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's so easy to pick someone up with a conversation. That conversation may only be 2 minutes. But it's like being nice to people is easy, and that makes that person's day. Do you know what I mean?
That's interesting to me.
That's what I take out of. That's the lesson I took out of there. If I can make someone's day in there, I can do it out here easy. You know what I mean? It's not hard to be. It's not hard to be nice in there to killers and to gunmen and fucking stabbers and shit. So why am I going to not come out here and try and be that same guy?
True.
Do you know what I mean?
True. When you said that you can read like body language quite instantly, was that something you sort of learned in prison? Because it's like a bit of a, if you want to call it survival technique.
Definitely that,
It's just interesting though,
It's a vibe, and it's the walk, it's everything. The eye contact, what's that, you know what I mean? It's like that just instilled, that's survival, isn't it? Is he behind with a stabber? Has he got anything in the sock? What's he carrying that laundry bag like that for? Anything like that? Are you like you just pick on the cues, man. And you know when something's going on.
True, isn't it? Because whereas, let's sort of say, someone like me then, never done any time in prison, I probably don't think like that, thinking whereas every moment is potentially life or death. Whereas, let's say for someone like yourself who's done some time, could be that way, couldn't it? That's mad. It's mad. I've seen a lot of people that have done time, well not obviously, but I know a lot of people that have done time, but I've never fancied it myself.
No. It's not great. Like some lads in there that come out and turn their life around and got business. Like they've been in there for a stupid reason. They've come out and they've just cracked on with life and gone back into business. I met some good Asian kids in there. I met some like top black kids from Mansworth. Saf from Bradford. Fucking Kev from Manny. I met so many good guys. Kevin, my old pad mate, he's absolute one of the nicest guys. He got recalled. And then 18 months later, the recall got like condemned. It was unlawful to recall him. But he's crying on the phone with me to his kids. His missus, she stood by him all the way. He shouldn't have even been in there, mate. There's an accusation that was proven false 18 months later. And this is the bad side of it, where there's people in there that really didn't need to be in there. And then that plays on their mental health, and that leads them down a dark path as well. So like the support and stuff. As much as they say there's mental health help in jail, it's not really, because you've got too much on your plate in there. And you've got two mental health people, 3 mental health people, and you've got a prison full of 800 lads. You're not getting around everyone and giving them what they need. You haven't got the time.
True.
I've met so many good guys in there, and it's a shame that like there's people in there that don't even need to be in there, need to be in a mental hospital. And they're just stick them in a cell on their own, just hitting their head against the wall and that. Talking to themselves, thinking there's things coming out the radio at them and that. It's just mental. But they need the real help and they're not getting it because the space everywhere.
And like I said earlier, like the system letting them down or letting people down. Because then again, where's the knock-on effect for that?
Like you're saying about the schools, the catering for different people's needs. You just keep putting everybody in the cell like they're the same people. They're not the same people. I had an autistic guy, Marco. He used to sit in his cell without his telly on. Doors they left his door open all night one night. Forgot to lock him up. Forgot he was even in there because he was just sitting at his telly, just staring at his telly. It wasn't even on, and he was that just. He didn't talk to anyone. I used to have to like coach him out for a haircut after 3 months. He'd be like that again. So I trim him down a bit for his mum would come and see him and stuff. So make sure we always like had clean clothes and showered and stuff like that. Alfie used to look after him. Alfie, another good guy from Wigan. Like there's so many like good things I've done for people that no one knows. And I don't take credit for, but I don't want the credit. I've done it out of like helping sort of a people. There's so much I've done that nobody's seen. Do you know what I mean? But them people that they help to know. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what that matters.
But that says a lot about you, doesn't it? And then sometimes it's not about what others see. It's about us knowing it for ourselves.
Exactly.
You see what I mean? Whereas I know that they sort of say, I don't need you or kind of the man across the road or up the road to sort of say, I was a good bloke, because I know what I've done yesterday. Nobody sees. I know in my head and my heart, I'm trying.
That's all you can do. That's what I'm saying about being nice to people. It's so easy, and you can make someone's day because I've done it. Do you know what I mean? I've lived it.
So you saying that actually sort of sprung to my head. A kid that I used to work with, he actually emailed me on my sort of my business account, and then it sort of said, I just said to him and his brother, and I heard this off. I think it's The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, cool.
I kind of love a podcast and that I do, and he sort of said his mum always used to say to him, "It's nice to be important, but more important to be nice."
Yeah.
And I thought, well, ever since I heard that, I thought it kind of sits so well with me. So well. Whereas I'd rather me be seen as a nice, good guy, and a good fellow and a good dad, rather than actually there's Dad celebrity. No, actually, I respect him as a good man.
The people around you, that's your group, and if you're good around them and good to them, and they love you back, that's all that matters in life.
You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, none of that external shit matters. What matters is the people directly in your life. And how you treat them and how you respect it and treat you back. That is how it is. If you're doing the right things every day and showing them that you're trying, that's all you can do.
If I could sit and talk to you all day about prison, but then alright. And so when the day come, to sort of being released,
oh my god,
what was that like?
Oh my god, what a feeling! What a feeling! Bear in mind, like the prisons are full, they're rammed, so everybody's getting time off. Everyone's going home 6 months early and fucking 5 months, 4 months early, getting tags and everything, like getting tagged 6 months ahead of time and things like that. But there's me on an EDS sentence getting no time back at all. I'm doing a lot. I've had 2 parole knockbacks, I'm doing it at all. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. So was that because of the crimes that you committed to get in?
Yeah. Not just in there, but also what I've done in prison to get knocked back, if you know what I mean. My behaviour. I only got myself to blame at the end of the day, which I fully accept that. I did at the time, and I knew what the answer was going to be before I set the parole, you know what I mean? I was just hoping for the best, as you do, because it's a chance to get out earlier. But that day of release, that night before, 2 nights before, my padmate had an allergic reaction to some tomatoes. I had to save his life. I actually moved the dead body up, because we used to chill up, because I was the bottom bunk. And I used to like chilling on the chair, because I'm sick of sitting on my bed all day and then jumping into my bed, so I'd sit on the chair and then get in bed. Padmate had an allergic reaction. They give him a tandoori fish. He's allergic to tomatoes. He's all logged on the bloody prison system. And this was the second time this happened, and he basically died on my bed. I had to pull him off, frothing out the mouth, fucking doing the old CPR. Dead bodies are heavy. So like, I've done all that. I've put the bell on, flapping about, thinking I'm out in 2 days and he's gonna die on me. I was literally, I was scared. I'm scared of his murder. And then like they couldn't open the door straight away because there's only one officer. I'm saying, get the fuck in here! What you doing? It's been 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And he's still like frothing. Every press is frothing.
Because there's like to give CPR for 10 minutes, a long time.
And I'm doing that staying alive thing. I'm just blasting the last things. You know what I mean? And finally they come back in, and they worked on him for about another 15-20 minutes, got him on a stretcher and fucked him off to hospital. But that was 2 nights before. I didn't think I was going home until I found a dead body in myself. So luckily I've made it anyway. Got out, and my family come and visited me. But that sitting in reception for 2 hours while you're waiting to get out,
but that felt long, didn't it?
That is the most nervous butterflies I've ever had in my life. You know what I mean? I've got out before, but it was like just under 3 years, but this time felt so much more because I had my head on this time. Whereas before I got out thinking I'll be in the jail, this and that. I'm going to go shagging now. And I did that, but then eventually led down a darker tunnel. But I got out this time, got my head screwed on. I'm not fucking about. I've got other people's feelings priority. Do you know what I mean? I'm doing it properly now. I've got my head on. I'm glad to 8 weeks, like, because everyone before you get out, I'll give them back next week. You fucking keep on them drugs and this and that. You'll fuck up. You will love the crack too much, love the coke too much, but I'm doing it, man. I'm living it. I'm proving everyone wrong.
Yeah, man. Because I can imagine in a way, and this is going to sound really sort of corny or cheesy, but I can imagine, let's say you said you was waiting for 2 hours, then took that 2 hours wait, knowing that you're sort of getting ready to leave, could probably feel like a lot of torture, considering to what you've already done.
I know.
You got that last sort of step in.
They come and got me at 8 o'clock, because obviously I live miles away. I was in Wigan, so they thought they were going to let me out early at 8 o'clock. They told me they don't usually let you down till about 9. So I thought, right, I'm out here early. Got down there, there's only 4 of us getting out. I was the first one processed, and I think I was the 3rd one out. You know what I mean? It just felt like
shit.
torture. I'm just pacing the little room here, just thinking, come the fuck on.
Yeah.
My brother and my daughter and everyone's out there to see me, do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was amazing. What a day that was. That's another one I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fond
so then,
memories.
how long have you been out now then?
62 days.
62 days, and that's 62 days clean, you say?
Yeah, 62 days.
Love that.
Yeah.
So then, alright, and tell us then, so now you're out, you're clean, 62 days, you're free, 62 days. What's the plan now?
The plan now is I just basically finish messing around in the flat, get it to where I want it to be. I've got a bit of artwork to go around the place and stuff like that, just to make it a home, proper home feeling. I'm so proud of where I am right now in this moment. I've got driving licence to get sorted. I've got driving licence. I've got to get my tickets for my groundworks. I've got a daughter that I don't speak to at the moment, but if I'm doing all the right things, things will sort itself out in the end. Just got to keep being the better version of myself, and then things will happen. I've got a girl in my life at the moment I care about dearly, and I'm hoping things can go in the right direction for that. I was talking to her in prison, so it's like it's a snowball, it's a ripple effect now. It's just like, let's keep see how it's going.
That's it,
and it's going great, mate, to be honest.
Nice.
I'm just going to stick here for 12 months and that's see how I settle in. Because obviously I'm on tag, I've got the alcohol tag. It's just about getting a full-time job, getting my driving licence back, having a few tools for the toolbox, and then excelling. Yeah, nice. And we might have a family holiday booked in November next year, so love that. That's something to look forward to. Yeah. And we're finally allowed abroad again. Yeah. Right, and so at the end of it, kind of asking a few quick fire questions. Answer them out however you like. So then, what has been your biggest adversity in life, or your biggest tough time or shit time where you think, fucking hell? Biggest tough time was in prison. It was like my sister got hit by a car and she lost her baby, and that's my little sister. So to not be there for that and to see pictures of like what she went through, like the damage to her. She's still suffering now. She can't walk properly. She lost a 26-week-old daughter. Shit. That was hard. I've never broke down so much. Like it's in the chapel, lighting a candle for my niece that I never get to see. So all that was hard. But I suppose that was a time where I was clean as well. So like that was another proud moment for me. My OMU and the therapist come and said like, "How are you doing?" And don't worry, I'm not going to use drugs. I've got this. Do you know what I mean? And I thought I was well. I've done well to stay strong then. That hurt seeing her upset, obviously. So I can imagine. Fucking hell. What has life taught you? Life's taught me like anything worth having, it doesn't come easy. I like that. You got to work hard for something that's worth keeping in your life. Do you know what I mean? And just fucking try and be the better version of yourself. Rather than just settling. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people get comfortable. Being comfy is nice, but push yourself, man. Then you get complacent, and then is that when you do stupid shit? Exactly. So keep pushing, keep having goals. And just keep trying to be the better version of yourself. And don't let fucking fear hold you back. If you let fear hold you back, you're never going to grow as a person. You need to push yourself, and through that little uncomfortable moment, you will grow and you will love the fact that you've just got through that scary time, and then you can smash it again through another scary time. You grow and your confidence builds and everything else, and you become worthy. Do you know what I mean? It's a nice. That resonates so much for me as well. It is, man. And like we all get uncomfortable in situations, but it's about sticking with it, and then wow, I've overcome that. Nice. Best advice you've been given? Best advice I've been given is don't pick up the soap. And this guy's done 14 years. He knows what he's talking about. Pick up the soap. What about advice for young people or anyone struggling now? Guys out there, if you're struggling, ask for help, man. Like, that was something that I wish I'd have done back then before I got done my jail, because there was a time in probation where he said to me, if I give you a drug test now, are you going to pass it? I went, of course I am. Even though I had scabs on my face and everything else, he knew. If I'd have asked for help then, I would have never done that, all that jail. I just done a decade in jail because I never asked for help. If you can ask for help when you're struggling and you need it, don't be scared of like being judged or like how it's going to make you look. You're so strong if you ask for help. If you're struggling with anything, addiction, confidence, need help in any part of your life, there's so much help out there. Even your loved one that you're trying to be the big man in front of, doesn't matter. Just tell him you're struggling, tell your mum you're struggling, and just have that conversation. It opens so much. And a problem shared is a problem halved, 100%. Stop carrying the demons around in your head and talk about it.
Proper. Nice. Your favourite quote or saying?
Favourite quote or saying?
If you have any, if you don't have any, it's fine.
Favourite quote or saying? I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah. Oh, you said something just that was actually good. Something that's worth having.
Oh yeah, anything in life worth having, it doesn't come easy.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good quote, isn't it?
Yeah,
do you know what it is with me? I just bam,
yeah.
This is why I like natural chats.
There's a natural poet.
It just becomes like that. Like I can be lying in bed on a morning and just have a nice fucking thought of the day for Facebook or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. So yeah, it just comes.
Nice. 3 fundamentals or principles or morals that you live by.
Stay clean every day.
Yeah.
That is so important, because if I'm not clean every day, then I'm not a better person to be like for my family and my friends to be around.
Yeah.
And just get out there and work towards your goals, man. Just get out there. Don't sit and fucking look at everyone else. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks about you, because none of their opinions matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was saying about your circle.
Yeah.
The only people you need to be right for is your circle and your friends and your family. Don't worry about what the guy over around the corner is thinking about you, because none of that matters.
Yeah. It's
so true. What I used to say to people in there as well, a lot of the time, oh, he said this to me. So fucking what? Get over it, move on, because at the end of the day, you're gonna let him stop you going to the CV room because he called you a dickhead.
Yeah.
Shut up and get in there and train.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like things like that. Like just don't stress, because you don't know the facts. It's all a thought process. You don't know what anyone thinks about you, really.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So just keep moving on and keep doing you. That's your main important thing in life. Just do you. Be happy with how you're living your life.
Yeah. And you know what I kind of found over time as well, because I was a bit like that, thinking, I didn't want people knowing about certain things or having them think certain ways. But then, as I grew up, I sort of thought, nobody cares.
No one cares.
Because
do you care what he's doing over there? Exactly.
No, because I'm too busy worrying about me and you're worrying about you and so on and so on. It's just like, fuck it out. Just let people be and that's it.
Yeah.
So I do this thing then where I ask every guest that comes on to ask a question for the next guest. The last guest has said, what would you tell a 10-year-old you?
What would I tell a 10-year-old me?
Yeah.
Don't start the weed at 12 years old, mate.
Yeah.
It just leads. It's a slippery slope then, because you're chasing from that weed high. You're chasing the next and the next and the next.
It's a bit of a gateway, isn't it?
It's 100% the gateway.
Yeah.
Even that, to be fair, before then it was the bit of the cider and that.
Yeah.
And it's just a ripple effect then.
That's it. Yeah.
And it just leads to the, oh man, I've done that, so I'm going to do that. I've done that, so that's shit. I'm going to do that now.
Yeah. The tolerance grows, doesn't it?
Exactly. And then the actions to get the drugs grows as well.
Yeah.
So if I could say that to my 10-year-old self is just leave the drugs alone, mate. You don't need them.
Yeah.
So much more to life than drugs. Yeah. That's what I'd say to myself.
I love that. So then, have you got a question for the next guest?
Question for the next guest.
Could be anything you want.
Who's the next guest?
Not too sure yet. Yeah. Be anything random, whatever.
It's hard coming to a stuff, especially to someone you don't know, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's part of it then, because it's kind of one creates a bit of interest.
I don't know that interest, because he's going to have an interview and then he's going to answer a question at the end of the interview. So it's like, do you believe you've been the best person you could have been so far in your life?
Ooh, that's nice. That's quite deep, isn't it?
It's deep. I'm a deep guy.
Yeah, same. Do you believe
you've been the best version of yourself up to this point? I I haven't yet, but I'm getting there. I've always been kind and a decent lad, but I'm getting to the best version.
Yeah. Because again, as well, I think is that like, because again, I always put the question back to the guest, but I think back to myself and thinking, I know I certainly haven't, but then I think that's also life, because I'm gonna make mistakes.
Yeah,
supposed to make mistakes.
It's about
Yeah.
Like with me, happiness is how you live your life. If you're living your life, if you're going to the gym and you're eating well and you've got good family relationships and things are going well at home and everyone's happy and you're not too stressed at work and that's happiness right there for me.
Yeah.
I don't need a fucking Lamborghini out there and a fucking fridge full of fucking champagne.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
so true.
I'm on lemonade wages and I know I'm on lemonade wages. You know what I mean?
I
don't need to be anybody else.
That's it.
I love being in my own skin. I love struggling because it's struggling that will make me strong in the end. Do you know what I mean? It makes you appreciate everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
The small things, mate. And that's like, work hard for it, man. Yeah.
And to be fair, you're saying that as well. You can either have £1 million in the bank or £1,000 in the bank. They're both success.
Of course.
Because what is worth, if you've got £10 million, but then £1,000 to me, it's like having £10 million.
But that 10 million to a billionaire is not. It's just change, isn't it?
Just 20 quid. It's just 20 quid.
yeah. So it's perception and balance in it, and
So we're kind of at the end now. Yeah. So do you want to give out your socials or anything?
Obviously Breakwell on TikTok. So at me at TikTok, guys. If you think this was any good.
Yeah. Dan, I think this has been a wicked conversation.
Cheers,
and really appreciate it. Nice one, mate.